Hey guys, it's Topaz Terra, and if you saw my community post yesterday, you'll know this is a quick sketch of my FNAF Security Breach OC named Supernova and Abyss, and as most of you can already probably tell, they are based off the Sun and Moon daycare attendant. This was yesterday's sketch. And today I might have decided to take on a new approach. This is what I did today on my computer. And I think it honestly looks pretty good. But right off the bat, some of you are going to notice that some of the plating on Nova and Abyss's head is not all orange. Some of it's blue, which is Abyss's color, and Abyss is the moon. So some of you are like, why does the moon have sun's rays? Well, the moon doesn't. Those actually, the cool thing about Abyss and Nova is that when the lights turn out, not all of the rays or not all of their extra head plating retracts. Only the orange pieces retract. Only the orange pieces retract. Sorry, I'm repeating myself, guys. The blue actually stays out unless there's like a major malfunction with the animatronic, and then they will retract like a little bit, but not all the way, just so you can tell like something's up with the animatronic. But when the animatronic is fully functioning, the blue rays do stay out. That way when Abyss is out, they actually have the 6-point star cut out around their head, so their head is meant to look less like a moon and more like a star. That way there's not like the confusion between moon and Abyss. Also, in case any of you were wondering, Abyss and Nova actually are female. I just haven't put all of their details into this sketch yet, so you can't quite tell with this sketch, but they are female. You can kind of tell a little bit through this one, kind of. A little, not really, but you can kind of tell, or at least I can. Yeah, but so, also, a nice addition I added to Nova and Abyss that I was noticing a lot of other daycare attendant based OCs were missing is the fact that they don't have a back plate on their head, because Sun and Moon don't have a back plate. And on the back of the head, if you actually pay attention, there are exposed wires, and on some people are adding like exposed USB ports to the back of their characters' heads. But sorry, I'm getting caught up on my words here, guys. For Nova and Abyss, they actually do have like a back plate on their head that is very hard to open if you don't know what you're doing. And they would most likely go into, if you were messing around with their back plate and you weren't supposed to, and you're about to do something that would cause harm to the animatronic, they would most likely prevent you from doing so, because they're sentient like Sun and Moon. Well, like we imagine Sun and Moon are. They are sentient, and they would know that you were messing with something you weren't supposed to. because there are only certain people who know how to properly open the back plate on their head. I did add that feature just in case like a rogue animatronic or something wanted to mess with their wiring. That way that would make it a bit more difficult for that to happen. Because they're basically kind of, I guess you could say a peacekeeper. But as I mentioned in the community post, their role in the daycare, because they're also a daycare attendant, their role in the daycare is to take care of children that require constant attention that Sun and Moon cannot provide because they have to look over all of the other children. Say for instance, let's see, maybe a paralyzed kid who couldn't move around or was like wheelchair bound or something came in with a lot of other kids, and then Sun and Moon would have to pay attention to the other kids, so then Nova would be alerted and would most likely take care of the paralyzed kid, or really a kid with any condition that would require constant attention. Other than that, if there's not like a kid like that in the daycare, depending upon the number of kids that are there that day, Supernova, if it's a small group, Nova and Abyss will just shut down for the day. But if it's like a larger group, they will help Sun and Moon with the kids. And that's all I've really got to say about that. I honestly can't wait to see what you guys think.